Is recognized for a minute and a half.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My good friend from Georgia talks about the certainty that will be obtained by this bill. There will be certainty. There will be an absolute certainty that we will continue to underinvest in our infrastructure in the United States of America for the next 6 years. Mr. Speaker, because of recent funding levels, we have caused the infrastructure in this country to be underinvested by a huge number. Right? People estimate we have a $6 trillion shortfall in our infrastructure. Well, that's a huge challenge. It's also a huge opportunity. If we could actually increase our investment in infrastructure, we would create jobs, we would improve the lives of our constituents, and we would make our country more competitive. But instead, we are looking at a bill that locks in infrastructure spending at current levels for another 6 years. How anyone could possibly look at the facts, look at the data, and look at the situation of the infrastructure in this country and conclude that that is the right answer is beyond my comprehension. The only way to stop this chronic underinvestment in our infrastructure that'll cause the infrastructure crisis in this country to continue to build is to reject this rule and to reject the underlying bill so that this Congress can go back to the drawing board and figure out smart ways to increase our funding in infrastructure. And there are bipartisan solutions. We've heard about some of them today. One of the ones that I've worked on for years is to tie increasing our investment in infrastructure to international tax reform, where we have trillions of dollars sitting overseas trapped. If we can create pathways for that money to come back, we can allocate additional revenues towards infrastructure and increase our investment in infrastructure. So we will not continue to have the problem of chronic underinvestment in our infrastructure, and we can rebuild America. I yield back.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman